Welcome everyone. So if you're not too sure where you are, you're at TNG Online Connect. So the whole point of this is to grow the TNG reach beyond your group. So across the region, across the nation, people, you can connect with other TNG members, and then also get to hear from some awesome guest speakers who talk about a variety of different topics. So we've had some pretty epic speakers so far. And talking about speakers, we have Latha here, who is going to be, and her business is Brandupwise. And what she does is she works and works is basically a B2B marketing firm, and she's a specialist who's quite closely aligned with business owners. So Latha has completed a PhD from the University of Auckland in software engineering. So definitely has a great technical understanding, and that helps to understand how to constantly change algorithms for businesses, for their social media, how to understand the algorithms behind search engines, which she then uses to transform into some of her greatest strategies and processes to provide the best support for businesses. And yeah, it's going to be really interesting to hear what you have to share with us today.
Okay, so shall I start? Yes, perfect, thanks. I'll share my screen.
Sure, we can see that.
There we go. Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Latha. So thank you for all of you for coming in. So we're going to talk about the power of LinkedIn for New Zealand businesses. So I'm presenting for TNG, and most of us are solopreneurs, and still some of you may be working in the organization. So almost 80% of what I'm going to say will work for solopreneurs. There are so many other elements that has to be done for organizations. I'll touch a little bit upon it, because even when you're trying to build your businesses to the small to medium organizations, this will still help, but there are some added things that I have not added in today. So quickly about us. So I run the digital marketing company Brandupwise. So the core thing, so it's the 5th year for us. So for the past, when we started, we were all around the place, and slowly we realized that we are really good in B2B space. So then in B2B, we realized we are good at marketing complex professional services, something that can't be explained in one line. So if you have a pen, you can explain it, but when there is an intangible service, which is quite complex, that is something that we are really good at marketing, especially using digital platforms. So these are some of the services that we offer: brand development, digital strategy, lead generation. LinkedIn is something, because we source clients from LinkedIn. So we know exactly like how LinkedIn works. That's why I'm here today. And also we are good in social media advertising. So we work with anywhere between small to, even now we are slowly stepping into the large organization, primarily for digital marketing strategies. Let's move on. So the power of LinkedIn for New Zealand businesses. So I would like to start off with a quick quote, like, your LinkedIn profile is your new website. Because now whenever you see people, I'll connect with you on LinkedIn. I go to the networking events, especially TNG and one other. People say like, okay, I'll connect with you on LinkedIn. They don't even say anymore about the website. Like, that's why even I changed in the business card that this is my LinkedIn profile, So it's a new website. If you see, nearly 830 million users are there on LinkedIn from 200 countries and territories worldwide. And around 80% of the B2B leads come from LinkedIn. And over there are 61 million senior level influencers and 65 million decision makers are on LinkedIn. And it's so simple that like it took a while for us to understand this, but it's the simplest thing is, as long as we are able to clearly mention what we offer and who we offer to, LinkedIn is the perfect platform. So I'm going to tell you like few pointers that can help you rethink about LinkedIn marketing. So let's start off with a quick question. Okay. So what are your biggest challenges when it comes to LinkedIn marketing, especially marketing your business on LinkedIn, or even because most of us are solopreneurs? Um, um, what's the biggest thing, like what's the biggest challenge that you have when it comes to LinkedIn marketing? You can put down your comments on the chats. I'll have a look at the chat. I'll open it. Anything it can be anything. It can be content. It can be anything. What are the challenges that you face? The biggest challenge is understanding how to navigate LinkedIn. Okay. Thanks, David. As above, knowing what to post and how often. Yeah, that's I'll be touching upon that a little bit, Melanie, today. Anything else specific, Richard? Do you think anything? Ravinia? Dan, you're into the space. You must also be telling it. Yeah. Melanie, how to find your target market on, yes, that's also one very important thing. I'll touch a little bit upon it. Even if I miss it today, Melanie, I'll answer at the end for the question and answer. Okay. Richard says getting your message across to your ideal clients. Yes. Yeah, it's pretty much around, if you see like the product, the target market, and how to let them understand it. Okay, so let's move on. I'll try to help you understand a few things when it comes to LinkedIn marketing. So first of all, why is LinkedIn powerful? Especially at this point in time, why is LinkedIn powerful? It may change in the future, but just want to touch upon. There are 9 billion impressions per week. What does impression means? When you just scroll through the news feed, each post is an impression. So 9 billion impression means across 830 million people, there has to be 9 billion impressions per week. What then? If you see, only 3 million people are sharing content. So from that 3 million, 9 billion posts has to be created for all the people across. So what happens is your post has the ability to reach a minimum of 3,000 times, as long as it's good. It's as long as the content is like reasonably good. I'll share the best performing content. I'll tell you, like from our experience with me and our clients, 3,000 is something achievable for anyone sharing content on LinkedIn right now. It may change, just like Facebook. Even when Facebook started, they also had similar kind of numbers, but they changed. But at this point in time, on LinkedIn, have more opportunity. So how shall we use LinkedIn for growing our businesses? So first, number one thing is the goals. So when I speak to different organizations or even solopreneurs, some people say, oh, I want to make sure my presence is good. Like big organization, they don't care about clients anymore. They want to leave the legacy. So they say, we want people to know us, who we are, who are we as a, what team culture do we have? That's what we want. So is it your presence? Some people say, like most people, like almost 80-85% of the businesses say they want leads, because the effort they put in, they just want to make sure that they get business out of it. So is it the business? or you're just there for fun. But definitely LinkedIn is so a professional platform. So it's important to understand the goal. So once you understand the overall goal, presence or getting leads, then we have to determine how many leads are we thinking of generating, because that will determine how many customers you will get and how often do you have to share content on LinkedIn. So if we do not have that goal in mind, we end up sharing wrong content, meeting wrong people, and that may lead to no results at all. And the next one is, what is the strategy you're following? Are you are you connecting with the right people? Are you putting the right sort of content? How often? How many people in your organization share content? Do you have a company page? How if are you sharing newsletters? So what's the underlying LinkedIn strategy? That is very core important thing to understand. And right audience. When we have a product, it's so important to have clearly understanding an audience. So we have a client, he actually sell a product which is worth $25,000 a year. It's a training, coaching and training product for business executives. So he told me one day, I asked him, what's your audience? He said, Latha, my audience is someone who left the executive position in the last 12 months. See how detailed it is. Who left because of the great resignation? So many people left their job. He said, someone who left the job in the last 12 months and someone who were an executive at least for 10 years, or a consultant who is running the business for at least 2 years. In the geography, this, and this, and whose age range is this. So we went so deeply understanding them, and it didn't stop there. Once he started selling it to the people that we bought leads for, we kept updating the audience, because when we start delivering the product, the audience keep changing. Just like us, think about us. We started off like, we do digital marketing for everyone. Then we said we do digital marketing for B2B. Then we said digital marketing for B2B organization who sell complex products. So our audience may keep changing. So it's truly important to understand that fact and get into your LinkedIn marketing strategy. So as I said, understanding is important, and also your connection lists, your followers or your connections. Do you have an updated one? Are you uh, uh, are you actually the content that you share, is it actually reaching the right sort of audience that you want it to go to? So unless this is taken care, every effort is a waste. So then, sorry, I'll still touch upon a little bit about the audience in the next few slides, but the first and foremost thing is the optimized LinkedIn profile. I'll give you a few pointers about that. So a profile photo, of course, every one of us have profile photo, but make sure you have like a until your chest and have a very clear focus on your face, a little lighting more on your face, a bit more. So people can see you well. So it has around like 14 times effect on the profile view. So get that sorted clearly. And you would have mentioned like the education and the experience. And even if it's good if you can mention what projects have you worked on, even your case studies, success stories, that can also help. Then add all your skills so that when people come to your profile, they can even endorse it. Sometimes I like subconsciously, I went and checked someone's profile and I realized that they have strategic planning and 90 people endorsed it. I subconsciously start believing that, okay, that person is great in strategic planning. So although like LinkedIn is not pushing to endorse people's skills these days, it used to be like 2 years ago, they used to like push people to endorse other people, but they are not pushing it anymore. But it's better to have that. That's also increased the number of profile views. By the way, if you have any question, keep putting it on the Zoom chat. I'll answer it at the end as much as like I understand. So next the thing is, see, when just like Google search, LinkedIn also has a search. So if someone is searching for mortgage advisors, insurance advisors, financial advisors, it's like anyone, real estate agents. If you want your profile to come on the top, there are a few things that we need to take care. First, your profiles should be 100% complete. I'll explain what 100% completion means. And if someone is searching and you have connections in common, only that people will get the first impression. So it's better to have common connection. What does that mean is consistently you have to expand your network. And the connections come, the search gives you connection from the first degree, second degree, and the third degree. First degree is someone you directly connected. Second degree is there is someone in between. Third degree is two people are in between for the connection. So when the search algorithm works like first, second, and third. And if you have any groups in common, at the moment, LinkedIn is pushing the groups. So if you have any groups in common, that's also when the search algorithm works in your favor. And when I said like profile completeness 100%, it's like it's called as all-star profile. You have to update your industry, you have to update your location, current position, at least 2 past positions, your education, your skills, like as I told you, the skills, a minimum of 3, profile photo with at least 50 connections on your profile. That's when your profile is considered by LinkedIn as 100% complete. Then also the recommendations on LinkedIn is something that I personally would go ahead and check someone, because a recommendation, if you read like 4 or 5 recommendation from others, it clearly describes a person. You can go ahead and try mine too. Some kind of, you will know that person really well, their work culture, how they react to things. You will understand that, and it's better to have it on your profile, because subconsciously when people search you, find you, and see the recommendation, more and more option, just like TNG works in terms of referrals. People, it's like a virtual referral that people has. So ask your connections to give recommendations all the time. So even in our business, I have already informed my team, every Thursday we have a strategy session. At that time, they will remind me to ask our clients for reviews and recommendation. Reviews on Google, recommendations on LinkedIn, because it will boost both the profile. So we do it consistently every week. So I've seen like so many people talking about their LinkedIn account being hacked and spammed. So that used to happen like 2 years ago. That was the time when things were not at its best. So I even had a problem. I had like 2,000 or 2,500 followers at that point in time, and account was hacked. Someone was sending message to all my connections. So the easiest way to escape all those spam thing is to turn on two-step verification. That will enable you to put the code on any browser that you access. So it is very secure. No one else can hack it, because when you grow your network and you're reaching like 2,000, 3,000, 10,000, people would love your account. They want to hack your account. So it's easier. You just search for two-step verification LinkedIn on Google. It'll tell you all the list of steps to do it. Do it as early as you can. Then update your tagline, because every time you post a content just with your name under that, your tagline also pops up. Keep it like 100 to 130 characters so people can read your tagline really great. And it is good if you can put your tagline in such a way that anyone can understand, um, especially your audience. We see sometimes not everyone can understand. Someone outside marketing may not understand B2B marketing when I put it, but someone in your target network should be able to understand it. So explain in such a simple way. Think in terms of also the mobile, because people scroll down on your mobile. So try to keep your tagline a little bit smaller, at least the ones that you want people to notice. Then update your about section, highlight clearly what you offer. And I really like this part about name pronunciation. That is you can do like 20 to 30 seconds, you pronounce your name. So why I liked it is, why I actually did it is on my profile is because I was going through someone's profile and I did the pronunciation, and that person had like so much energy. Like in 20 seconds, that person grabbed my attention. So I thought I spent almost like 15-20 minutes to put that 20 seconds of name pronunciation. I want to give that feel to people, like I'm so enthusiastic, So that is also really good. And in April 2022, LinkedIn introduced a new feature, a link below the tagline. So what we did was, below that, we added a link to book a session with us. So if anyone wants to talk to us and they don't have to go ahead and find anywhere, so we put a line like book a session with us, and if they click, that goes to the Calendly link. So small teeny tiny bits, but giving option for people to contact us is very important. And next thing is, random. Are you putting content randomly or consistently? See, it took us almost 18 months for people to recognize our brand. Yesterday I went to an event. People like, oh, I know this company. Oh, I know this. They thought like I'm working for the company. So, no, I know your company. So it took us quite a bit of time to recognize, for people to recognize the brand. So how you can do that is consistently posting content. And not only that, the important thing is the spaced repetition. It's not like showing people your face like 6 times in a day or in a week. It's not just that. People will forget it. Do it weekly, or at least fortnightly, in a spaced time. Repeat who you are, your marketing messages, or anything according to your goals and the strategy. This is quite important. The reason is you tend to remember things only when it is being reminded, right? Otherwise, after some time, you'll forget. Same works with business and people. And that's why TNG, we are meeting fortnightly, right? The next thing is, the non-branded posts work better than branded ones. This, I wouldn't say like this is always the case, but from one of our understanding, this is what happened. So share who you are, what you do, and probably like reduce the branding stuff around it. The best days to post on LinkedIn is Thursday, followed by Tuesday and Wednesday. Although this is like in most cases, but the highly performed post for me was the one that I post on Friday, which is interesting. Although like it reached quite a bit of Eastern regions, but generically the best days are Thursdays. we thought that, like, at least like 6 months ago, we thought that people don't use LinkedIn on weekends, but that's not the case. And the Friday post that we posted works so well on Saturdays and Sundays, but Thursday is some a time that people gets to free a little bit, getting ready for the weekend. So that is the time that performs the best. If you are active on groups on LinkedIn, your profile is more likely to be viewed. We actually tested this out, joining few groups. I don't have a clear conclusion to say that this works, but after that, we started seeing few changes on the profile in terms of profile views, but I wouldn't say this as a conclusion. Even LinkedIn is not pushing the groups, but if you're part of the group and you're active, that can also push your profile. Videos work better. The first reason is, like, it's most of the time happens, of course, like in 2020 when pandemic hit, we went online, we make videos. Like I aim to have at least a video every fortnight, but I'm slowly moving into a week right now. So when we have videos, they tend to think like they know us better. Seen so many times when some people book a call with us, they think that that's a second call. For us, actually, it's the first call. It's not just me. I have seen another video, one of my connections was sharing exactly the same story. People tend to think that they know you better when they see your videos. Even that happened to me, even in TNG, when I met someone, I did not see that person for almost 3 years in TNG. And that person said, oh, she's really good at what she does. What was happening was she hadn't met me for 3 years, but she was consistently seeing my videos or newsletters. So that made her think like she knew me better. So videos help with that. And it quickly can change. Not like one video can change, but things can be much better. Then the next one is also about the 55-38-7 rule. I don't know how many of you have heard about it. 55% of, when we go and stand in front of someone, 55% is about the body language, what we wear, and how we look. And our body language, and 38% is about the tone and the voice, and only 7% is the actual spoken words. So if you're just going to put up a post, you're just serving only 7% of that equation. But when you're putting yourself up and speaking the same thing in your own words, people are looking at who you are, what you do. It is so powerful. I can't stress this enough, especially for even business. Large organizations takes this idea and they promote things, but being as a solo entrepreneur, it's good for all of us to have that opportunity. And videos under a minute works better than longer ones, because when they see like it's short, they'll just feel like, oh, let me finish it. Let me see like what she says, what he says. And I try to aim between 60 to 90 seconds. 1.30, that's the maximum I try to keep. There are some videos I go beyond, but these are the recent learnings that I had, and the recent posts. If you're seeing some of my recent videos, it's definitely under that range. And although like we think that the Facebook is just for personal and LinkedIn is for professional stuff, still the personal posts work better. So I told my team, by the way, we have like 14 members team in our business. So I told one of our LinkedIn marketing experts to go ahead and check like what posts perform the better. I gave like 15 different competitor profiles on LinkedIn and told her what is performing the best, because from there, give it to us. And she went ahead and she checked and said, someone recovering from their surgery, someone sharing about motivation about how they started things in their business, someone showing their family, is one of the posts that performs the better, even more than the videos. So one way or the other, what happens is people are checking your content in a spaced repetition. They try to connect the dots. They see like, okay, this is Latha. Latha does LinkedIn marketing and B2B marketing, and she has this kind of personal thing. So they try to connect the dots and have that feel like, okay, this is Latha. So subconsciously it works. And I've tried it personally, and I was asking my team too about that personally. And polls work better than all the types of posts. The reason, because people love answering the polls, but whether it's bringing leads or the digital presence, it's not. So it's the best performing post. If you just do not have any idea what to do, just do the polls. The reason why I say, even if it's not generating leads, but still put polls, the reason is because your second post reaches people based on the performance of your previous post. So it's good to have it time to time so we can push the profile. I will connect only with people I know. It's not going to help anymore, because you need to have a wide range of connections. And our team, we have subscribed to the Sales Navigator, the LinkedIn Premium. It allows us to clearly mention like who we want to connect to, what sort of roles we have to connect to, and the geography, the seniority level, how long are they in the business, or how long are they working in a particular job. We can clearly give that. So that lets us connect with 200 to 250 people. My team connects up my profile with that many number of people. The reason is, sometimes what happens is when you connect with the right people, even they contact you back, and that keeps happening. So just get outside of the comfort zone and connect with the right set of audiences, because at least 2 to 3% of your target audience is looking for your solution at this moment in time. So connect with them, and boom, something, yes, the lead can pop up just by connecting with the right people. Connection limits keep changing. It was 100 per week 6-7 months ago. Currently, it is between 200 to 250. It keeps changing, and I'm not telling the team to officially, they are not announcing, but the team keeps connecting until it runs out. So 200 to 250 connections per week is good. Next thing is definitely these sort of webinars and TNG 10-minute presentation, or something that kind of build authority. So anytime you get an opportunity, don't miss it. Like, I'm always prepared for a 10-minute presentation. So if someone didn't come, I'll be up there talking. So I actually got this from one of the TNG members, Thibaut Mekor. He's one of our clients. And every opportunity he gets, I always be ready, but he'll be the first person to come up and talk. So those opportunities are really good. And it's not like the first time you'll get it. We run webinars in our business every month. Yesterday's webinar was the 10th webinar. And until the 6th webinar, we didn't see a massive result, because we sell to B2B space. People take time to react. So our sales cycle is almost like 4 to 6 months sometimes. So consistently doing those webinars and presentation also helps someone, because it helps people to build that authority, the trust, and they can work with you better. And LinkedIn newsletters, and what we have done is, on our company page, we have created a newsletter called B2B Marketing Insights. On my personal profile, we have created a newsletter called LinkedIn Marketing Insights. So every time someone subscribes, whenever I put up the newsletter, they'll get notified. Of course, I get help from our team. We have content writers. I'll check it before publishing. But what happens is every week we publish it. People think, okay, this is credible. This is, oh, they are pushing. And even someone is thinking of buying, they will buy it because we are standing in front of them all the time. So this is powerful right now. Okay. But maybe it may change, but it's good to have those contacts. And I told you so many things. And of course, over time, like, it's not like we started everything together. Whatever I said, it's all our like 2.5 years of journey on LinkedIn. And slowly we start to reap the benefits. And we're starting to work with clients in Australia. Even in 2020, we started, but even a stranger who haven't seen us in Australia are buying product from us. It's just because, as I said, the 55-38-7 rule, the videos, it works so better. People think that they know us so much more. So why not just, TNG gave us an opportunity for one-on-one or one-to a group of people connection. Why not use the opportunity of LinkedIn to connect with more and more people and show your ability to wide range of people so you can pick who to work with. So after all, like, networking is the most important. A combination. So for Brandupwise, it's the combination of digital online marketing and networking and referrals is something that works the best. And that's how we consistently generate leads. So yeah, so all these together will make a change. So I'm really happy today talking with all of you. And if you're facing the similar kind of lead generation issues, or if you're thinking that there is an opportunity on LinkedIn, just talk to us and see. There's no obligation. Talk to us and see if there is something that we can help you with. So here is the link I have put up, and yeah, if there is anything, I'm happy to help. So now I'm here for answering the questions. I already can see some few questions here on my screen, so I'll answer one by one. Okay. Okay, first Ravinia asks, I know my target market, but how do I connect with them? Ravinia, as I said, it's good to turn on the Sales Navigator. It's a LinkedIn premium feature. Then it's a $110 per hour, but sorry, $110 per month. But we are now not taking any clients without turning that on, because that's a huge opportunity. What does that do is it will let you select the geography, the exact job title that you want to work with, even sometimes the seniority level. Are they middle managers, CXOs? Even sometimes if you're working with organization, there is an option for choosing the organization with certain revenue, with certain headcounts in the business. So I would highly recommend using the Sales Navigator. And next question is, I already have a Facebook and Instagram presence, plus send monthly newsletters by email and mailbox. Is it easy to share the same content automatically to LinkedIn? Yes, there are some third-party apps like Hootsuite, Buffer, Social Pilot. What these all does is they let you put the content once and click LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, Google, even Google My Business, they have it too. So choose all of that at the same time, boom, send it, one click, everywhere you can send it. So that's also fine, a good option. And Richard asks, are all business industries able to be reached on LinkedIn, particularly when giving a service property investors? So a specific type of people uses, so we need to understand who are all on LinkedIn. Okay. Number one is people who are hiring and looking for jobs. That's a certain specific set of people using LinkedIn for looking for job and hiring people. Another thing is people who sell products who wants to grow the business. Two people who sell and grow the business. So we need to understand who is your audience on the platform. And the next thing is, it's the intention of the people. Maybe the property investors are on the platform, but what is their intention? Their intention is to do business, or their intention is to work and get hired. So it's important to understand that and then do it. But it is easier to connect with those people, outreach them, take them for a coffee. But if the intention is wrong, they will mismatch. And this is sometimes some certain businesses, the LinkedIn doesn't work. And definitely for B2C, it is very unlikely. Um, I wouldn't say no, but there are only certain B2C stuff works on LinkedIn, but B2B, very much. So many professional people are on LinkedIn. I hope that answered the question. David Kerr is asking, tagline is not hashtag, is it? No, tagline is a sentence that is written below your name on LinkedIn profile. Tagline is just below the name. Probably it's like, I'm the CEO of the organization. I'm the property investor. So just mentioning who you are is the tagline. Wayne asks, hi Latha, I love this presentation. Is it possible to receive a copy of the slides at all? Wayne will anyway have the webinar recording. So I'm sure it goes on YouTube. Yes, Melanie?
Yeah, that's right. It goes on
Oh,
YouTube.
okay. Yes, perfect. Okay. Next
Richard,
one is Richard. Sorry, what's that?
Oh, no, continue.
Okay. Richard is asking, what are polls? Polls are, you can create questions and different options on LinkedIn. There is an option to write, create poll, and you can use it for your market research or some fun stuff. It's like questionnaire, survey to be in a simple way. And David is asking, would Joe 90 homeowner be likely to be on LinkedIn? Homeowner. So I assume that 90 is the age of the person.
No, sorry, no. That's a generic term. So would the average homeowner, the public, be on LinkedIn?
See, as I said, as long as there are two goals only that people are on LinkedIn, to be hired or hire someone else, do business, or take business efforts from. So as long as that satisfies that equation, they will be on it. Does that answer your question, David?
Yes,
and the easiest way to find it is whether your specific person, if they are there on LinkedIn or not, is to use the sales navigator. But again, you cannot just search like homeowners on LinkedIn, just like on Facebook or Instagram. But what you can determine is, okay, a typical homeowner is between the age of 35, maybe 30 to 50, 60, and they might be in these sort of roles. Then we can pick it up just like that. You cannot like directly mention homeowners to find a list of people. LinkedIn doesn't work like that. So I will tell you to probably start the free trial of the Sales Navigator and check how it works. It's a free trial for 1 whole month, and see how the search works. And when you search your perfect audience, on the right side, you can see how many people are on LinkedIn in that particular region. If that's something that is interesting that you work on, go forward. Otherwise, LinkedIn is not the right platform. And Wayne says, I have marketed and posted consistently since launching my new business 2 years ago, all done on standard, not premium. Can the videos be posted in just the standard? Yes, Wayne, yes. I said premium just for finding the right people to connect. Okay, so we are not connecting with the not active people, because the Sales Navigator, the premium version, says who are active on LinkedIn in the last 30 days. But if you don't have it, you will connect with people who just created an account and you connect with them. So the premium will get that option to connect only with active people. But other than that, if you're sharing videos, you can still do it on standard. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, currently have 1,400 connections. Keep increasing. Never stop it, because you will never know who needs it and never know whose friends need it, whose family needs it. So keep that as an option and keep improving. Yeah, that's all for today. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. And any questions, you please connect with me on LinkedIn. And any questions, ask me. I'm happy to help. Oh,
Sorry, I was just going to get you to stop sharing. You can share your video. Thanks, Latha. I was just going to stop the screen sharing.
Stop sharing. Yeah.
And then we can see all the faces. Perfect.
Yes.
So thank you once again for sharing that advice. No doubt everyone's going to be logging into their LinkedIn and looking at what they can do there. And I would definitely recommend connecting with Latha if you haven't already. So perhaps, yeah, so when we can start working on getting our 400 plus connections, just like Wayne. So what we'll do now is we'll just do a quick wrap around the room. So if you just want to introduce yourself, tell us briefly what you do, and then we can go forth into our weekend. So I'm just going to start from top right, but Rawonia, let's hear from you. And you'll need to unmute yourself. Almost there. There we go.
Here it is. Cool. So Rawania from Aristo Real Estate. I've been on LinkedIn, Latha, for 14 years. I know that because my granddaughter was born the year that I joined LinkedIn, or my son joined me, and I've done nothing on it. So thank you. That was the best LinkedIn information I've ever had. I'm so glad we connected again.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. That's me.
Thanks, Rawonia. Wayne.
Hi, Latha. Thank you so much for that. I found that really, really helpful.
Thank you, Wayne.
When I got onto LinkedIn a couple of years ago, I was really just flying by the wind. I had no idea what I was doing, but it's been really useful just from my perspective in terms of being able to build relationships with potential clients out there. Although I work on contract to Cactus and Blanket, my profile is very strongly based around their profile and the business that I work for. Because I work alone and I'm self-employed, it really has been a fabulous tool to get out there and build awareness for myself as a broker in the market. So your presentation's just been extremely helpful to me, and it just makes me want to continue to get in there and do more and more on LinkedIn, which is great. So many thanks.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Wayne.
Thanks, Wayne. Malcolm.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Malcolm Jensen. I'm a business coach with Business Success Partners. We transform business to transform lives is our tagline. And in reality, for those customers that engage with us and that we develop a relationship with, that's what happens. I shared with the TNG group just yesterday, Wayne, you'll be familiar with this, sorry for repeating it, that a problem my clients, and I certainly had as a business owner, was the lack of life balance. And it wasn't until I engaged a coach that we actually worked out a way to solve that problem. it actually involved me writing a contract with a personal trainer that said if I didn't turn up for a session, it's going to cost me $5,000. And she had some issues with that, but I tell you what, I joined up. So I know what it's like to be out there and be in a lonely place, particularly when you're kind of tied down in a home and it's the middle of winter and we've got COVID and stuff like that. So, hey, look, if you're one of those clients out there struggling for that work-life balance, and it's a very common problem among the self-employed group, particularly solopreneurs, as you describe them, Latha, then by all means give us a call. Feedback on the presentation? Yeah, fantastic. I'll certainly be booking a meeting with your team through the Calendly reference to just to see how I can go forward on improving my profile on LinkedIn. So thank you very much.
All good. Welcome. Thank you.
Thanks, Malcolm. David.
Thanks, Latha. It's really, really good. It's part of demystifying the complications and understanding of technology, as was your class yesterday. Yeah, I've got a lot to learn. I'd like to maybe catch up sometime and learn a lot more about how I can use it as a tool. I'm really keen. So yeah, thank you for the presentation. Fantastic.
Hey, thank you, David.
Perfect. There is me, so I'm Dan. So I run Ingot Digital Design. So we work with businesses, helping them develop their online platform. And then we also do a bit of design, well, we actually do a lot of design as well. So design for web or designing brands. Definitely a fan of the bright colors, as you guys can tell. But yeah, it's great to learn more about LinkedIn because that whole social element is all part of your online presence, an important part of your ecosystem. So the more you can use it, the more you can get it to work for you. So thanks again. Melanie, let's hear from the TNG desk.
Hi everybody, really wonderful to see you today. And Latha, thank you so much for coming on to TNG Online. We really appreciate the opportunity to showcase your business and to share your knowledge and expertise amongst the members. So this will be on our YouTube channel, and we will encourage everybody in the groups to have a look and to help you. So thank you very much. I do have two pieces of news today. The first is a save the date. So for those of you that are in Auckland, or for those of you on the Waikato, if you'd like to make an evening of it, we are having our 10th anniversary function on Tuesday, the 27th of September. It'll be at 5 o'clock. Yes, fantastic, Matty, exciting, 10 years. So please save the date. Invitations will be out to your groups in the next week or so. And we're really, really excited to be able to do a face-to-face function again. It's free for TNG members and you're invited to bring a guest. So please spread the word. Secondly, on a very sad note today, I need to share that our long-term TNG member Colin Gardner has passed away. And we have sent our best wishes to Colin in the past when he's been unwell. And unfortunately, that he has now passed on. And I think from the conversations that I've had with TNG members about Colin, that he highlights the support network and the trust and the friendships that are developed in our TNG groups, that he was a very, very long-term supporter of TNG. He was still actively involved in 2 groups, despite being very unwell and physically, it was difficult for him to physically attend the meetings, but he was still going to 2 meetings. So absolutely incredible. And he was very well liked and very well respected by so many of us. He shared so many wonderful life experiences and was always happy to have a chat, and also a good laugh and also a glass of red wine. So today we fondly remember our friend Colin, and our thoughts and best wishes go out to obviously his family who are flying in from overseas. So thank you.
Okay. Yeah, definitely it's quite a community TNG, so definitely will miss. But yeah, thanks everyone for attending, and obviously keep save the date. And what we'll do, yeah, the next session is in a fortnight, so same time, 10:30 on a Friday. where we will get to hear from another guest speaker or one of our TNG members themselves. So thanks everyone. Thanks for joining in. And once again, this recording will be made available on the YouTube channel afterwards. So thanks everyone. Thanks, Latha. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, have a great weekend, everybody.
Great weekend, everyone. Bye.
Bye.